All right, let's get down and dirty with the charts. You know what time it is, but I want to tell you guys the markets were doing a special move on Friday. It was going donkers and kind of recalibrating itself because it seemed like the war was about to be over, and that Iran had said just that they were going to be done with all of this, and U.S. was done with all of theirs. And so the market began to rejoice in all these long moves that it was doing. You're seeing drops happen at peak levels because it seemed like, okay, everything was going to be chill and ordinary. But turns out over the weekend, it seems like Iran has closed the Strait of Hamas again, and there's some more tensions. And so now war may be back on. So we got to be very careful this week as we're looking through the charts and looking for setups to see what's going to happen. Hopefully they will get this resolved and, no more bloodshed and stabilization to the markets. The markets does not like instability. So for an example, when the markets are stable, then the US dollar will drop, the USD pairs rather would drop. But when there's instability, the markets will shoot up like a stock skyrocket. So this is why you see major movement on the US CAD and so forth, because it's like a safe haven currency. So when the markets are in turmoil, it goes up, and when the markets are doing well, it goes down. So since the potential situation has escalated again, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So anyway, let's get to the charts. And by the way, those who are part of the Easy MT5 membership, you're going to really, really enjoy that new parallel universe indicator. I absolutely love it. It's one of my new favorites. So if you're not a member, then you can get it. All right, let's get to the charts. Right here, AUDNZD is showing very, very good double topping right here. But again, guys, you know me. First of all, it's going to be going into the beginning of the week, and the beginning of the week I'm always looking for trend trades, which is why I prefer the ocean wave theory, because it will show you trends better than reversals. Okay, this is built for trend trading. Let me show you what I mean. And by the way, that's also part of your membership, so it's no extra cost. So just get the Easy MT5 membership, and see, this would have kept you on the straight and narrow on the 4-hour time frame all the way back here. So just imagine you got in here and it's up here 548 pips later, and that's, from January, you could have been just sitting in this thing, just collecting money, long-term capital. So if you want to be one of those who just want to be a swing trader, take one trade for the month, Ocean Wave is always going to be your best bet. Always. Okay, always. It's going to be your best bet. And specifically with certain pairs. So what I do is I scrunch this up, and you can do a look back. So look at this one for an example. This one, if you would have got in here, and again, like I said, there's no extra cost. It's part of your membership now. So you could have been in this thing for a good long minute, man. Just imagine you put a couple of standards on here and just let it sit for a month or two. You know what I mean? Man, that's major money. So less trading, way more money, which is what Swaggy C is always talking about. Yes, I learned from him as well. But this, and Dr. Paisley, Dr. Elvis, who's our copycat service member. But this is what they've been preaching for the longest. So again, just imagine you had like 3 standards on here. And this is up 366 pips. You took this one trade and just held it for a little while. You're making thousands of dollars, and you do like maybe 4 of these type of trades, and just hang on to them, just let them ride. You know what I mean? And so that's where the ocean wave will come in. Get in on the 4-hour time frame, on the entry. And like this one here, if you want to cut it early, that's fine. That was still 100 pips right there. You could have took your money if you're impatient. But long as you're watching this main wave right here, just stay up. As long as price action staying above that main wave, it's telling you stay in the trade. And so you could have hung on to this thing. Man, that's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars right there on that one trade. Okay, same thing here. So once you see it hit this blue and it flips to blue like here, that's telling you change of direction. Okay, so that's what that means. So right here at its peak was 600 pips. So just imagine you had 3 standards times 600 pips. or even here at its peak right here, or just at the change of direction right there. That's still 400 and something pips. So, if that's what you want to do, you don't have time to trade, then Ocean Wave will be for you. And again, it's part of the easymt5.com membership now. But anyway, back to this. Let's take a look at some setups for this week. Again, guys, I'm going to be kind of cautious on what I'm saying here because due to the war, it may be potentially fired back up because of the weekend, not knowing what's going to happen with that. If it doesn't and things balance out, then definitely I'm looking for pullbacks a little bit on these plays right here. Yeah, like AUD, NZD. It's got a great slant pattern right here. See that slant? And it's sitting at support. You can see the strong support level right here. So if it bounces back up and give that double top for a doo-wop, then yeah, I'm looking for AUD CAD sale, something like this one right here. Okay. So that would be on my radar. This one definitely would be on my radar. All the JPY pairs. See, they dumped off when they hit this resistance level right there on the 4-hour time frame. 15-minute told you to sell off, which is why you can just turn on your scanner and let it rip. Which again, the scanner is also part of your easymt5.com membership as well. No extra cost. It's part of the membership now. And let's see. See, this is another one. That was even better. I like that one better because it gave you that double top. I loved a double tested top. See, like this is double tested to make sure, okay, is that resistance actually legit? And then, see, the scanner told you to sell, and you could have got in on that bad boy for the sale. So turn your scanner on. Again, it's part of your membership, so you ain't got no excuse now. Same thing here. Hits the death cross. Here's the higher time frame, wider view of the trend, which was heading down, and then it hits this right here, which was the inner trend line was showing you, and this is part of your sexy analyst trading system. Again, part of your membership, no extra cost. All this stuff, the daily dots, the support and resistance, all this stuff is part of your membership. The auto Fibonacci's, the supply and demand zones, it's all included. No excuse now, okay? Don't tell me you can't be profitable. No excuse. Look at that. Boom, right there. Look at that fast run all the way to the downside. Turn that freaking scanner on, bro. Turn that scanner on. Let it work for you. Look at this one. Bing, bing. Bet you it's there. Yep, there it was right there. The first one was right here. Got you a little something. Came back up and slapped that thing down to the slap it. Just slap it. All right, so right now I will wait for a pullback before I touch it. Turn the scanner on. Again, here goes another opportunity. So what happens is how you work this. Look, this came in late, but it still made major profits. So how I'm using it, if I'm looking for buy setups, then I'll wait for the scanner to send me a buy only. And then once it sends me that buy, I would disregard any sell ones because if I want to do the uptrend, then I only want the buys, right? So then I would wait for the scanner to tell me when to buy. Like right here, it said to buy and it went up in one. Right here, it said to buy, it went up in one. If you want the sales, you're looking for sales, only don't wait for the sale setup. And then when the scanner sends it to you, then you take it. Simple as that. Don't make it over harder than what it is. Okay. Now, the Swiss pair CHF, I'm not a big fan, and the Euro GBP, it consolidates too much, so I don't really trade that one much, hardly ever. Okay, now this one has been an accordion, so I'm not looking at that one. This one, look at that, see, on the 4-hour, it was saying sale right here. Let's go to the 15, and you would have looked for sale trades, and see, there it was, and there it dropped. Okay, simple as that. Look at this right there. Your stop would have been up here above this zone, and look at that massive winner. You would ignore all buy trades because you're only looking for sales. If that's what you're looking for. So you get your bias on the higher time frame and let the scanner work for the lower. Look at this. Boom. And there it was. Look at that massive win. Massive. Massive winners. You guys are missing out. Look at that. Where is it? Right here. See? And this is why you don't put your stop right there. See? You put it up here somewhere out of the way. So if it's up here, the next high would have been right here. You could have did right here, or just do above the zone right here, which would have been 63 pips. It would have came close, but I'm always using the zone or the line above it. That's what I normally do. And so you say, oh man, 82 pips is too much. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Is that 191 pips right there? 2 for 1? Oh, wait a minute. Like, wait. Hold on. Let's go from here to here again. Wait a minute. Is that 280 pips? So you had an 80 pip stop and it did a 280 pip win? Oh, almost 300. Okay, well, keep doing you with your tight butt stop losses. See, 4 hours telling you go down. So you only take the sell trades. Same thing here. Here we go again. Okay. So this said go down. It judel chopped, and then eventually went down. See, that's all. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Bam. Ooh, that was beautiful right there, man. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Look. Oh, wait. Stop would have been right there. I've been about 27 pips. How much did you make? 163. This is crazy, bro. This is some crazy stuff. By the way, in the future, I'm going to start doing some more just straight beginner educational videos to help y'all out. All right, so on this trade right here, we can see that this is an uptrend. So basically, if I'm only looking for buys because I see that it is in the uptrend, then that's fine. But on the daily, it's showing still a downtrend. So what am I going to do? I'm going to simply wait for sell arrows to come in. It'll send you buy and sell arrows, but if it's a buy, I'm going to ignore it. If it's a sell, look at there, baby. Bing. Now, was the buy working? Absolutely. But the sell is there. It is. So it just depends on what your bias is. You go to the 4-hour daily, whatever floats your boat. And then based on that, you say, okay, I'm only going to wait. Once it sends me the alerts on this, then I'll take it. And there you go. Now you got a plan. Now, the other thing you can do, guys, which is what I'm always suggesting, is to simply get copied on our trades, which, by the way, I just posted yesterday. See, supereasycopycat.com. This is our website. You can see this is the software. Only take a few minutes to set up. And basically what happens is when me or my team take a trade on our trading platform, you'll be copied on it. When we close it out, it'll be closed out on yours. It's completely 100% hands off. All you do is set up the software and then set up what lot size you want to do according to your account balance. And that's it. You just sit back and relax. And what I did was, and you can check the post, because numbers don't lie, I posted a screenshot of 3 months of results for each of the copiers. So nobody can say that it's not legit because I posted 3 months worth of results, and you can see each one of those copiers are very profitable after 3 months of working with us. All right, so here was another opportunity right there. Look at that sale. Look at that sale. Win-win. So if it just depends. If you want to be copied on our trades, you know what to do. Go to supereasycopycat.com. But if you want to be copied on our trades, but if you want to trade on your own, then you want to go and get the same tools. You can use the same tools. You just won't know what, you have to perfect your own entry, but go to easymt5.com. And right now we have so many trading systems and even more. And this is the one that I absolutely love. I love this thing. Oh my God, it's amazing. It is freaking amazing. That's the one we just released the other day. But you have all these different trading systems available to you, and more are coming. And as a member, it does not cost you anything extra. Anything extra. It's just all part of your membership. So you can go to easymt5.com, and it does include trading view indicators as well in there. So again, you got plenty of tools to work with. Okay, but this is included. Everything you see here is included. Sexy Analyst, the simplicity system, the scanner I'm talking about, the daily dots, the extra support and resistance levels, which you can customize. All of this stuff is included. Okay. Anyway, if you just want to get educated on my channel, you can do that too. You don't have to do anything. You can just keep coming here and get education, but just sharing with you what you can do. All right, let's keep going. So nothing there. So far, realistically, guys, I don't see many things. My main targets are going to be the JPY pairs this week to keep an eye on them. I know that they do have their inflation numbers coming out on Tuesday or Wednesday. Wasn't much news this week, so I'm going to wait until after their news. But bottom line is, if I see, like for an example, a pullback on this one, and I see that the war is not going to impact it, this will be a great setup, and I'll turn on my scanner and go from there. Which, by the way, let me turn on my scanner now. And I'll just add in more pairs. So this is what the scanner will look like, and I just add in more pairs. And I can do this, go here, Go to properties, and I can go and put reset. And let me turn off all these. I don't need all these. Yeah, turn off all of these. You don't need all this stuff because it's going to slow down your computer, because it's going to be trying to read and send you trade alerts on every single thing. Then you pick your time frame you want it to open on, and I'll put this. You can tell it what template. So I'll just say old view, because what happens once it does find a setup for you, make sure to go through the tutorials. It'll be very easy for you to understand exactly what I'm doing, because everything that you see me do is all explained in the tutorials. I'm just not going to take you there. Then in here you can take out the pairs that you just don't trade at all. You can customize that. So for an example, all these exotic pairs and the exotics and the cryptos, I'm not trading crypto right now, so I just take those out. So anything that I'm not trading, you know, I can do that, take those out, and then I can add to the list down here. I can move these around, copy that. But anyway, you can play with it. You play with it yourself, and see, it'll scan up to 40 pairs. So that's how you do that. Okay. Anyway, that's enough. Last but not least, something very, very important though, guys. I told you guys about how to get all the new trading indicators and tools, and it's just part of your membership. We're working on more of them. They will be coming, no cost to you. We did talk about the copier, if that's something you're interested in. And now here's the other one that we need to speak about, because as you've seen in the thumbnail, we are still blowing it out the water in the futures market. And so if you want to personally learn with a tutor live in session 3 days a week, then you want to sign up for the New York session. That would be Miss Jenny. But if you just want my personal trade alerts during the Asian session, which they can come out anytime during the Asian or New York, when I send my trade alerts. But you know, if you just want that and you're, you know, that's what you want, just my trade alerts, and you're familiar with TradingView, then you can sign up for that. But if you really want to learn how to trade on a professional level with a mentor live in session, then sign up for the New York session, and that's on our website, FOREX.com. So we only really got 3 websites now. EasyMT5.com, which has all your MT5 and TradingView indicators, and like I said, the newest one, we just released it the other day. It's already in your back office. If you want to be copied on our trades, then you have this one, SuperEasyCopycat.com, and then this is for the futures market. Okay, other than that, you guys have an enjoyable week, and I'll be putting out some educational videos to help just go back to the basics and train a lot of you guys for things you may have missed, or if you're a brand new trader and you just want some education, I'm going to start doing more of those type of videos as well. Okay? All right. Peace.